What's up, you guys? My name is Ava. Welcome to my channel. Got my notes here ready to tell y'all about the pre-licensing courses you need in order to obtain your real estate license, or in order to be able to qualify to take the state exam and then get your real estate license. Just a brief explanation of why I took a break. So I was taking my classes 2021 at the same time my husband was going to barber school to be a barber, and it took about 6 months. I completed all my required courses by December 2021, received my certificate, I want to say April 2022, but I also found out I was pregnant February 2022. If you guys are a mom or pregnant yourselves, you will know that that first trimester did something to you, girl. I was super fatigued, low iron, almost my whole pregnancy, even giving birth. So I wasn't feeling like studying. Long story short, I became a mom and I thought it was more important for me to be a little stay-at-home mom with my son and make sure he's getting proper taken care of. I'm that type of person who, I had the leisure, thank God, but I didn't want to just have him at just a random daycare and me not know what's going on. He can't talk yet. And then when I had him, it's like all my attention is on him. For some weird reason, on January 1st, we all gotta change up our goals and stuff, which is great. At least you're doing the goals. January 1st, I started back studying, dipping my feet in the water a little bit, and I've been doing a lot better studying this month of May and then June, July. Little disclaimer, I've seen a couple of these videos related to real estate about when you take the classes, just skim over the words and just pass the test. You don't gotta read every single word. I read every single word. The thing with that is you're gonna get into the business and not fully know what you're doing. I'm also making this video for an accountability. My friends, like my core little small teeny group of friends, know that, I was on the pathway of this before I found out I was pregnant and before I took the route of taking a break. But one thing I will tell you is if you can't afford not to take a break, I would definitely just take the classes, go straight into taking the state tests. The knowledge is still new, so I'm kind of like revamping my knowledge on things. And then it was also interesting to me, so that helps you retain a lot of information if it's interesting to you and not just like a bunch of big words you don't know getting thrown at you, especially from someone who came from a background of like a simple word like mortgage. I knew it had to do with rent, but I didn't know the difference of mortgage and rent, and how mortgage you're paying the bank, rent you're paying the landlord. Like I didn't know all that. Okay, that was all new to me, but I was also willing to learn. I would say the number one thing if you're trying to do your real estate career, being willing to learn. From what I hear, you're always learning. Even when you're 5 years in the business, there's new propositions and laws that get passed that you have to stay up to date on and all that. Pre-licensing courses is really law-based, so that's why you have to know some of these laws, know some of these things so that you can get your license. Another disclaimer, there's national laws and state laws. So whatever state you're in, I'm in California, so whatever state you're in, after this video or all the videos you've been watching on this, make sure you look up the website for your state. I will have California linked down below for the requirements that you need to get your license. I did some research on different schools, but when it came down to picking the school, I had completed like my associate's degree at a community college, my local community college, and I knew it was an accredited school. I transferred to ASU, wasn't feeling it, so I was just like, you know what, let me just stick to what I know. Went back to my community college, looked up their things and made sure they matched with my state of like the classes I needed, the requirements. I seen that you can get a certificate, so that's what I went with. And they had different things. Like I got the real estate agent certification, so that's what I'll need to turn in to get my exam and all that stuff together so I could take the state test. But they also had like real estate degree, which was like, new to me. I don't know how that works. And then like broker certificate and all that. For California, there's 3 required classes that you need. The first one is real estate principles, the second is real estate practice, and then the third is, I say elective, but they give you 12 other options to choose from, such as real estate appraisal, real estate finance, escrows, general accounting. Those are different classes. I personally chose property management because I knew that I wanted to dip and dab in that area. So I was like, let me do something that I'm like interested in. So that's why I chose that. Otherwise, I think if I was to go back and not be interested in property management, I would have chose real estate appraisal just to get more knowledge on like how much a house costs and stuff like that. But I know I'll learn when I'm, you know, active on duty, okay? So on average, it takes about 3 to 6 months to complete these classes. And the reason I say to 3 to 6, because a lot of real estate courses that I've heard from other YouTubers, I haven't taken outside courses. I took my community college, but I've heard that when you buy like a package or something, sometimes they give you 6 months, sometimes they give you 3 months, but I just say 3 to 6 because some people offer you 6 months, or you can pay again if you don't feel ready in those 3 months. But to get your certificate, I've heard some people say 1 month. I haven't seen that myself. However, I will say if you do it at a community college or a college, there's summer courses, and summer courses can be a month or 2 months. Now, if you just apply to all those 3 classes for the summer course, then you can finish quicker. How I did it was for the summer course, I did 1 class, and then the fall I did my last 2. So after a lot of signs and prayers and goal setting, I decided to just take 1 of the summer courses, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna just take what was it, real estate principles, just the basics. So I was like, I'm gonna just take this class. I'm a Christian and all that, you know, trying to hear from God. I didn't hear his voice directly, but it felt like everything was falling into place about it, and I was hearing like the scripture. Like write it down, make it plain. So I was really like, you know, getting interested in this, and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna just do it. I'm not doing nothing else. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do career wise. Got an associate's degree, don't really want to do anything with it. Like, okay, I'm just take this 1 real estate principles course during the summer. If I pass it, then I'm going to take the other 2 in the fall. If I don't pass it, that's it. Cosmetology or something else. So I passed it with a B. I could have done an A, but I wasn't taking it seriously because I also had like a trip plan, and I went on like a week-long trip with my husband and his sister, and like for her birthday, and wasn't doing none of the coursework when I was there, and you know, so I had to come back and catch up on stuff. So B. But I took the last 2 real estate practice and my property management and got A's in both those, so thank you. Real estate principles, in short, they break down like the definitions of like, you know, the basics if you need to know. Principles, you know, self-explanatory. And then real estate practice is going more into like some of the chapters are opening and closing. So it's like, you know, it's like you're reading what you're going to be doing, kind of. It's still some law stuff in there. But don't get scared of the word law. Like, it's not super like, you know, if you're interested in it, you're interested in it. But it's not super like you're a lawyer, super paperwork. Like, it's just, you got to know the ins and outs of it. And of course, you'll learn more on the job, but this is just the basics, and it's a lot of information. But as long as you're willing to learn, like I mentioned earlier in the video, you'll be fine. If I could do it, you could do it. But I also chose online. It can be intimidating to do online if you had never taken an online class. I've taken online classes before, so I've already had experience with it. In person, you could probably ask questions. If I had a question that wasn't answered, or I felt like I even asked my professor a question months after the class was over, and I just emailed him and he responded back, and he was super helpful with that. Even like if you're not able to go straight into your real estate career, my property management class, my professor hooked us up and sent us like job listings to be like a leasing agent, and like if you tell them that like he was your teacher, it was like a little reference like that. So there's other opportunities in it too if you don't go all the way with it. But it's also good information to learn, because some people just get the real estate license to just be able to represent for themselves when they're buying and selling their own houses. And a little like into like the classes itself, there was a quiz every week. There was exams on like every 1 to 3 chapters in the book, and then we also had like 500 word discussions every week, which I don't know if like the real estate schools online outside of the colleges do like the discussions, but I know in college you do like the discussions and like debriefing. You gotta like, you know, communicate with your other classmates. So we had that, but it wasn't bad. Now I'm currently using Prep Agent to study for my courses, and you're able to pick which state you want. They also have like a lot of sales. I think I did the 40% off during the winter. I'm not sure if that's still a thing, but if I can find a link of some sort or get an affiliate link, I'll find it out and link it below for you. And if I can't get an affiliate link, then I'll link some sort of link. I'll just link the website in general. You can check it out for yourself. But it's Prep Agent Joe, and if you can't afford it, like I'm talking about, you've got 1 cent in your bank account, don't worry. I'm not judging you. I've been there. I'm close there right now. But just to dip and dab into it before you like fully get into it, just follow Prep Agent on YouTube, because they have some free like practice questions and stuff on their YouTube channel as well. They have like vocabulary on the Prep Agent. I paid for the 3-month subscription. I'll end in July. Y'all pray for me to study, because I be tired. You see him banging on the door. I be tired, and he's fine. He's just tired. I'm putting him to sleep after this video. And I just be trying to keep up to date with like getting out videos for you guys on top of studying, on top of momming, on top of wifing. So I signed up for it. No one's making me do it. So clearly I like to do it. As I go along this process, I'll keep you guys updated with my journey. If you're on your journey, you got this, girl, you got this, boy, you got this. Don't let nobody detour you if this is what you want to do. A lot of people say you don't make money your first year, or just have that in your mindset. Don't like prey on your own downfall. You know, you can make money your first year, but your job is to be helping people. That's, you know, my sole purpose, helping people get their first homes or their 20th home. Just helping people in general and being authentic and real. Now, we want the money. Okay, I'm not doing it for $0, but I'm also huge on helping people. So let me know if this video helped you out in any way, shape, or form. I'm glad you guys tuned into this video. Stay around if I said anything that helped you. Don't forget to like this video. Comment if you need help from your state. I can do some research for you and get back to you on that if I don't know. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to stick around. And perfect timing, Judah, perfect timing. Don't forget to subscribe and stick around to see my journey with becoming a real estate agent, because I really do want to do the little day in the life videos of real estate agent. That'll be fun. I gotta get my foot in the door and a little bit experience before I come bring that to y'all. Unless y'all want the raw, I'll give it to you. Okay, that sounded, never mind. All right, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stick around, stay with your girl. See you later.